California finds itself in the grip of a paradox. One year, it endures relentless droughts that drain reservoirs and threaten agriculture. The next, torrential floods inundate cities, leaving destruction in their wake. This wild fluctuation between too little and too much water highlights a fundamental weakness in the state's water management system. Enter the Sites Reservoir, a visionary $4 billion project designed to capture floodwaters and store them for dry spells. But can this ambitious plan truly solve California's water woes? Let's delve into the challenges and potential of this groundbreaking initiative. California's water crisis, a historic challenge. Water has always been a contentious issue in California. Large portions of the state, such as the Mojave Desert and the Great Basin, are naturally arid, making water scarcity a persistent struggle. Early settlers faced significant challenges in cultivating the land due to unreliable water sources. As cities like Los Angeles and San Francisco expanded, their demand for water grew exponentially. Over the decades, extensive infrastructure was built to address these needs, including more than 1,000 dams and a vast network of reservoirs and aqueducts. The State Water Project, SWP, developed in the mid-20th century, was a bold attempt to transfer water from the wetter north to drier southern regions. While effective initially, California's surging population, now approaching 40 million, has pushed this system to its limits. Climate change has further intensified the crisis. Rising temperatures have led to more frequent droughts and shrinking snowpacks, which traditionally replenished reservoirs. At the same time, extreme rainfall events triggered devastating floods. Unfortunately, much of this excess water goes uncollected, rushing into the ocean instead of being stored for future use. Aging infrastructure, coupled with poor water management, exacerbates these problems, leaving California vulnerable to both prolonged droughts and destructive floods. The origins of the Sites Reservoir. The concept of off-river reservoirs, such as the Sites Reservoir, dates back to the 1950s. Engineers sought innovative ways to address water shortages without directly damming rivers. The idea was simple: capture excess water during heavy rains and store it in a separate basin, minimizing disruption to natural river ecosystems. Despite its potential, the project remained a concept for decades due to financial and environmental concerns. By the time California completed a massive network of dams and aqueducts in the mid-20th century, the state's budget and political will for additional projects like the Sites Reservoir had dwindled. In the 1980s, interest briefly resurfaced, but economic downturns and environmental opposition stalled progress once again. However, in recent years, the urgency of California's water crisis has rekindled support for the Sites Reservoir. Unlike traditional dams that obstruct river flow and harm aquatic life, this off-river reservoir presents a more balanced approach, capturing floodwaters without significantly disrupting ecosystems. While concerns remain, its potential benefits have gained widespread attention, setting the stage for its long-awaited construction. The vision. Behind the Sites Reservoir. Located 80 miles north of Sacramento, the Sites Reservoir represents a reimagined approach to water storage. Rather than blocking rivers, the project will collect and store water during heavy rainfall, making it available during droughts. This $4 billion initiative is poised to become a key component of California's water infrastructure. The design relies on a network of canals and tunnels to divert water from the Sacramento River during high flow periods. Once stored, the water can be released as needed, ensuring a more reliable supply while minimizing environmental disruption. The project includes 2 major dams, the Sites Dam and the Golden Gate Dam, along with 7 smaller saddle dams to create a watertight reservoir capable of holding up to 1.5 million acre-feet of water. This is enough to sustain millions of households and irrigate vast farmlands. A unique aspect of the project is its integration of hydroelectric power. The energy-intensive process of pumping water into the reservoir will be offset by turbines that generate electricity when water is released. This system will recover approximately 80% of the energy used, reducing the project's environmental footprint. Additionally, solar panels will be installed to further enhance sustainability. To address environmental concerns, the project includes advanced fish screens to prevent aquatic species from being drawn into the system. Water will also be strategically released to maintain river flow and support local ecosystems. These measures aim to balance human water needs with environmental preservation. The construction process. Transforming a valley into a massive water storage facility requires meticulous planning and engineering. The first phase involves constructing the primary and saddle dams designed to withstand seismic activity, a crucial factor in California's earthquake-prone landscape. Next, the reservoir basin will be excavated, with vegetation removed and the valley floor reshaped for maximum efficiency. Existing structures will be dismantled, and 2 small cemeteries relocated with care. Additionally, about 15 households in the area will be relocated, with compensation provided to minimize disruption. The water conveyance system is another critical component. 2 large tunnels, each 23 feet wide and stretching 3,000 feet, will connect the reservoir to the Sacramento River. These pipelines will allow water to flow in during storms and out during dry periods. While existing canals will be utilized, approximately 20 miles of new infrastructure will be needed. Energy requirements for construction are significant, with an estimated 1 million gallons of water per day needed for concrete mixing alone. However, hydroelectric turbines and solar panels will help offset these energy demands, ensuring long-term sustainability. Environmental and economic impacts. While the reservoir is designed to address California's water crisis, it raises concerns about potential ecological disruptions. The Sacramento River is home to various fish species, including the endangered Chinook salmon, which rely on stable water flows for migration. Even with mitigation measures, diverting water could impact their breeding cycles. To counteract these risks, the project includes fish screens and controlled water releases to maintain river stability. Some stored water will also be allocated to support local wildlife during droughts. Additionally, vegetation removed during construction will be repurposed for habitat restoration efforts. On the economic side, the reservoir promises substantial benefits. California's agriculture sector will gain access to a more reliable water source, reducing crop failures and stabilizing farmer incomes. The construction phase alone will create thousands of jobs, boosting local economies and supporting industries such as concrete manufacturing, transportation, and heavy machinery. Once operational, the reservoir's ability to store 1.5 million acre-feet of water will enhance water security for millions of residents. Its hydroelectric power component will help offset energy costs, while flood mitigation capabilities could save billions in potential damages. Challenges and criticisms. Despite its promise, the Sites Reservoir faces challenges. The $4 billion price tag raises concerns about cost overruns and potential water rate increases for consumers. Critics also argue that even with an off-river design, diverting water from the Sacramento River could harm aquatic ecosystems. Delays in funding or construction pose another risk. With completion expected between 2030 and 2031, setbacks could limit the reservoir's ability to address immediate water shortages. Proactive management and efficient execution will be crucial for ensuring the project delivers on its potential. Conclusion: a $4 billion investment in California's future. The Sites Reservoir represents a monumental step in California's fight against water scarcity and flooding. Its innovative approach to water management offers a potential blueprint for other drought-prone regions worldwide. However, its success will depend on careful implementation, environmental safeguards, and responsible financial planning. If executed properly, this project could transform California's water landscape, ensuring a more sustainable and resilient future. What are your thoughts? Do you think the Sites Reservoir is the right solution for California's water crisis? Share your opinions in the comments below.